Hey, it's BT with the BT Australian GP review. Let's get right to it. Hey, listen, you guys ever work around or been around somebody like a hot chick who's like beautiful, great body, great everything, right? But her attitude is sometimes like on a Monday she'd be nice and funny, right? Like, oh, she's cool. And then like Tuesday through Thursday, she's like, her attitude is like just like, hey, Melissa, how you doing? Melissa, what? What's wrong with you? Nothing. I'm like, all right. And this goes on like all year. And you go, and everybody thinks she's like the greatest. Like, isn't she wonderful? She's the greatest woman ever. You go, her? Yeah, isn't she? She's so beautiful. Isn't she the greatest ever? You go, her? Yes. That's how I feel about Phillip Island. Listen, Deb, everybody down there, and I know, listen, it is. Phillip Island is beautiful when it's sunny, okay? I'm sick of having shitty weather and it affecting the racing. Let's just be honest here, man. Okay, by the way, even with the wildlife, it's not funny anymore now. Between the seagulls and those ducks or whatever they cross it, they have to put a red flag because the family will walk out over the racetrack. I'm sorry, you're a dumb animal. If you can see something whizzing by you and makes a lot of noise and you still have the gall to just walk across the track like you're a 14-year-old in high school, like, I know you ain't gonna hit me, and you just walk across, and then we have to red flag the race? Really? I mean, what next? The kangaroo beating up a track worker? Listen, here's what we do. Here's what I propose. You tell me if I'm off the track. I say what we do is you go to World Superbike and you go, listen, here's what we're going to do. We're going to trade places. We're going to come in late February and March. We're going to take your dates, and in return, we're going to let you have 4 MotoGP racers as wildcard entries on any 3 weekends out of your race calendar. That way, you get MotoGP racers racing against Top Rack out of 3 race weekends. You can't beat that. Granted, it's not going to be Marquez or Bagnaia. What, are we stupid? But I think people will go for it. But what I'm trying to say is, my point is, MotoGP needs to be in great weather. I'm hating shitty weather. I really am. You don't drive a Ferrari in a rainstorm, do you? No. You want to see the best racers in the best possible conditions. And that's what my proposal is. I say we move the dates, we switch to World Superbike. They all need the same umbrella anyway. Who's it hurting? Nobody. Start the race in Australia, then go to Qatar, and then go to South America, North America. Anyway, that's my proposal. Tell me what you think. Let's get moving. Moto 3, rider of the race, David Alonso. A heartbreak goes to Stefan Nepa. Double long lap penalty. Almost got a podium, but he didn't. Rider of the race in Moto 2 goes to Senna Agius. Great race. Heartbreak goes to Alonso Lopez. And Alonso Lopez crashed, and that way Senna Agius got the podium in his home race. He's from Australia. Got a lump in my throat on that one. Props though to Fermin Aldeguer for that move he put on Aaron Canet. If I was him, I would have slept with a 6-pack of Red Bull in one hand, a pistol in the other hand, and a monkey wrench in my feet, just in case Aaron Canet knocked on your door at night. You'd have been ready. Okay, all bases are covered. You're awake and you're ready to go. That's a great move, but hey, those 3 are 65 points behind, pretty much. Gura's gonna win this championship, but he's not gonna win it until he wins it. What I'm saying is, that's why we race. Who knows what happens on a race weekend? Who knows? So I can see Fermin Aldeguer running the table, but Fermin Aldeguer, Aaron Canet, and Sergio Garcia, who's been on a milk carton for the past month, I don't know where he's been, but those 3 are 63, 65 points from the title. I mean, from catching Agura. Basically, what that means is it's got to go down to Valencia, which I don't think it's going to happen. But if it does, then, hey, everything's open. Everything's on the table because he's going to be under a lot of pressure. And pressure either bursts pipes or it makes diamonds. Who knows what's going to happen? So I can see that happening. And by the way, great race Moto 2. It really was best race of the year. But that's what I want to say. But I still can see Fermin Aldeguer running the table. And Aaron Canet. Aaron Canet's a great guy. Don't let the tattoos fool you. But don't get me wrong. If I saw him in the middle of the daytime on the street, I'd cross that street. I'd cross the highway if I saw him walking down the same highway I was on. Anyway, let's get to MotoGP. We finally got the battle we wanted. That was our Christmas present. Marc Marquez delivered us a Christmas present. We all wanted the battle. Think about it. We never saw Marquez and Martin battle. We saw it a little bit last year at the sprint race in Valencia. Remember when Marquez showed where Martin's tire was on him? All right, they battled a little bit. That was for the sprint. We finally saw them battle, and Marquez came on top. But granted, Martin can say, hey, I'm battling for the championship. What the hell am I doing? So I backed off. It's easy to say that, but if you think about this, Marquez has lost the war, okay? He's not going to win the championship. He's lost the war this year, but he's winning the mental battles, okay? Martin and Pecco are going to remember when Marquez won. They could easily say, hey, I was going for a championship. I wasn't going to battle with him. I got to get all the points I can, which I would do the same thing too. But as a racer, and to know he beat you, and you kind of like, say, gave up, but you let him have them points so you could win the championship, that's the bigger picture. Tell me that doesn't gnaw at you as a champion. If Martin wins the championship, if I was Marquez, they were like, nice championship, man. Way to go. You deserved it, man. Yeah, Phillip Island. Yeah, that was a great. I knew when I hunted you down and passed you and we battled, and I knew when I passed it, you know what? That guy behind me, he's gonna be a real champion someday. Enjoy it, champ. I'd say some shit like that. That's gonna gnaw at him. And Marquez is still the straw that stirs the drink. I say it every week, but it's the truth. This championship without Marquez is like eating a rice cake with no seasoning. It's like, man, this needs something. Marquez is like, that's what we need. He's still that dude. He really is. This championship, I don't know any other. By the way, rider of the race, Marc Marquez came back from 13th to win the race. 13th to win the race. You hear that, Jules? That's why he's the rider of the race this week. The heartbreak goes to Maverick Vinales. Jesus. By the way, Aprilia does such a great disappearing act. They should be an act in Vegas. That's how much they're great at disappearing. They're on the front row and Maverick was nowhere to be seen. It's like, hey, see the magic wand or the magic flag? And hey, where's Aprilia? It's like, I'm going to the MGM to see the Aprilia disappearing act. How about you going to come with me? No, I'm watching the KTM disappearing act. They're going to be at Circus Circus. Yeah, but you got to see their opening act. It's a rookie and he is a gas. I know that was kind of cheesy, but still, you see what I'm saying, right? And by the way, I love Maverick. I love all of them. I love Maverick, but man, that was a scary crash. And the fact that Bezzecchi was in the sand trap, I don't know if he was knocked unconscious for a brief period, but he definitely was cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. He wasn't moving. He was like Sergeant Hulka in Stripes when that missile came and he was like, And Maverick still looked at him and go, I don't know if you're dead or not, but even if you are, fuck you, bro. And I know maybe it was a slipstring thing or whatever, but he still flipped him off. When he turned and looked, and I don't know if you got to watch it again, he looked and he still flipped him off. I mean, god damn. But like I said, I'm not the one going 180 miles an hour, and then all of a sudden you get clipped from the back. So, but still, Maverick was my heartbreak. You're on the front row, and as my daddy would say, you can't do no better than that. Yeah. Anyway, I thought it was a great race weekend. It started out bad with the weather, but they got the sprint in, and I thought that was great what Mark did, and they got the race, and you could see in Jorge's face that he knew what was going to happen in the race. Like I said, Jorge's face tells a story. He knows what Marquez can do. So does Bagnaia. And as far as the championship goes, Bagnaia is still in this thing. Don't get me wrong. They go to a track he likes, but Marquez. But I'm gonna say this before, and I say it again. I always say Pecco got help. Pecco's great. Don't get me wrong. He's great, but he got help. Remember when Bagnaia was still in the championship, and he tried to make that run at Pecco, and Tardazzi kind of scolded him. I can't really use the word scolded. Anyway, he scolded him, so Bagnaia kind of got in line, with the team orders. But now Bagnaia ain't coming back. He even said it. He's in it for himself. Okay? And Martin's definitely in it for himself, right? So Pecco's got no help. He's going in this thing. It's going to be mano with mano. If anybody has help, it's going to be Martin. He's got Frankie, if Frankie can help. So if anything, Pecco's got no help at all. He's going this thing. It's one man by himself. And Marquez, a hot Marquez is feeling himself now. He's like that dude who he's that version who just got lucky, and now he got a good job, a good summer job, right? Now he's driving a nice car and he's feeling himself. That's what Marquez is now. I don't think got the bike figured out yet, but he kind of knows the bike's characteristics now. They get that bike off the truck on the first day, and Mark is in the top 2 or 3. And think about it. He's got nothing to lose. A Marquez with nothing to lose. Marquez with nothing to lose. He's already hell on wheels with shit to lose. Imagine him with nothing to lose. So it's going to be a great championship. I can't wait for the next 3 weeks. It's going to be mano a mano, but I think Marquez and Bagnaia are going to make all the difference in the world. And I hope Pedro gets better because that shoulder, we need Pedro to push the sport forward. Marquez has about maybe 3 years left in him. I hope so. He takes care of his body, he's everything, but let's just be honest, man. Age is undefeated. Age is basically Agostini, Rossi, and Marquez all wrapped into one. They're undefeated. So I think Marquez has maybe another 2 where he's really, really competitive, but maybe another 3. So Pedro's got to carry the torch. Anyway, I've almost gone on too long, but hey, like I said, man, I love MotoGP. This is definitely, I think this is the race of the year. How about the race weekend of the year? Basically, I think so. What do you guys think? Maybe Misano won, but maybe Qatar, but I got to go with this one. This was the best race, and like I said, we needed this race. MotoGP, take heed, change the tires, change everything. It's going to be in 2025, but hey, anyway, I'm rambling on. Do you think this was the best race weekend of the year? And do you think we should switch places with WSBK? So answer the questions if you could and give me some comments. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Can't wait to get back with you guys next week. And until then, you know the word. Bye.